Success depends on what you're trying to get out of it, I suppose. Rogue Marby Scott. Hey Homo sapiens and Marbites, it's me, Rogue Marby Scott. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to any new watchers or new subscribers. As you can tell from the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about how to possibly be successful on YouTube. I'm not going to be talking about making a successful YouTube channel because clearly I don't know much about that. This is going to be kind of like a different video for me because I've never, well, I don't consider myself a successful YouTuber. Success depends on what you're trying to get out of it, I suppose. So what I want to talk about is how I have become successful on YouTube. And yeah, so number one on my list is you have got to be yourself. If you're not yourself, then who are you? Nobody wants to meet someone that is not who you see on YouTube, basically. This is me every day. This is who I am at work. This is who I am in my house. This is who I am when I'm in my bath or doing a number 2 on the toilet. Like, this is me. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I'm just not. You just gotta really be comfortable within yourself as well. And when you start a YouTube channel, or if you're planning to start a YouTube channel, I would say, and this would probably be another point later on. See, this is why you should take notes. But yeah, you got to be really comfortable with yourself and be aware that you're going to get negative feedback and you're going to get haters as well. Now, I have come across a few haters in my time in my time on YouTube, and it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. I'm just like, oh, okay. Sometimes I might message back, sometimes I won't. I don't particularly block a lot of people. However, there is a system where I do block certain words because I don't want certain words to show up on my comments. And if you are not intellectual enough to be able to, you know, come up with a synonym that you can use other than that word that I have in my no word words, then you shouldn't be commenting. So number 2 is I feel like you've got to be really committed. You've got to be really committed on what you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it. And as you can see, if you're a subscriber to the channel, I do quite a lot of stuff. So I do the comedy, I do sketches, I do kind of like retakes on music videos that there are out there, or parodies of them. I do obviously makeup and the story times and, you know, checking out different products and stuff like that. I do quite a lot on the channel. Reason why I don't have multiple channels like some YouTubers do, I do have a vlog channel, but that is like personal stuff which I don't want to mix with my creative stuff or funny stuff, so it's a lot of personal stuff on that channel. You definitely really have to be committed to your channel if you want to be successful as a YouTuber, or if you want to be successful from YouTube. And when I say being successful from YouTube, because we all know, my subscribers watching now, we all know Planet Marbasia is far beyond the lights of time. We are a small channel. It's going to probably take a millennia for anyone to find us, because we are so far in the galaxy that no one knows that Marbasians exist. You have got to have a schedule for yourself. Now, this is really bad for me and really contradictory. I'm contradicting myself, but I normally do post up on a Wednesday. However, due to work and stuff, I am now starting to just upload on a weekly basis, and I will tell subscribers and followers on Twitter and my Facebook page. And do I have any other Snapchat, Instagram? I will, you know, talk about, you know, tell you all like tell you all when a new video is coming up and what to expect from the channel. There's all dust up there, that's disgusting. When I do videos, when I edit my videos and stuff, I set a time bracket as to when I want that video to come out. So if I record on a Sunday, I'm expecting that video to, you know, come up onto your feeds on a Wednesday. If I record on a Monday, I'm expecting it to come out on a Wednesday. Tuesday on a Wednesday. If I record on a Wednesday, it's definitely coming out on a Friday or a Saturday. So you've got to be really committed to knowing your own schedule. And with me, if I know that I've got to do a video for a specific day and someone or there's an event coming up, it gets cancelled. I take this really seriously. It's like, no, sorry, I can't make that. Oh, can you push the interview to said day because I can't make it? Yeah, I've got other commitments, prior commitments. Or if, yeah, I cancel a lot of stuff because I really do take my channel seriously. Channel, should I call it's a little planet on the internet. I don't like to call it channel, it just sounds so formal. Number I got like a little post-it here with like little notes and stuff. You gotta be really independent, you can't rely on anyone. Now the only time that I have relied on people is when I'm doing when I have done interviews. One of my interviews where I interviewed Jason for about him living with HIV, I had to rely on my best friend who is also a blogger. He doesn't do YouTube, he's a blogger, and I'll leave the link in the description. And basically I had to rely on my best friend to be my cameraman because I needed to also be on camera and I needed certain shots, certain angles, and all of that jargon stuff, you know. So I had to rely on him on that. But on a day-to-day basis, you cannot rely on someone to do your camera work. You cannot rely on someone to do your editing, add your music, you do your makeup. You can't, because if you want to do a video on said day, they might not be able to accommodate your schedule. So then what happens? You're fucked. Now, I'm gonna say again, at no means do I believe I am successful on YouTube. However, I have become successful because of YouTube. Now, before I go on to my next point, I'm going to tell you why I feel I've become successful. Since I started YouTube quite a few years ago, and I put out one video, and that was just really random, but it was only because I had a YouTube account and I didn't expect to do YouTube. And then I decided, after blogging, because I was blogging before, I felt like my followers on my blog wanted a bit more personality, but I feel like they wanted to see me. So my best friend was like, why don't you just start a YouTube channel? So I started one, and I didn't know where I was gonna go with it, to be honest. It never really occurred to me what I wanted my YouTube channel to be. Everyone has a sort of niche, and I am obsessive about quite a few things, and I would say that I am good at a few things. So how do I put that into a channel? How do I put myself into a channel? At the time when I started my channel, I was very angry. I was very angry at the world. So a lot of my videos were a lot of rants. No, that's not me. It's the angry me, but you don't get to see me. So why am I doing this? So, you know, a few days of thinking, I won't say a while of thinking, I decided, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to time schedule this and time schedule that. I will start doing different things at different times on my channel just to show the growth of me personally. You've got to educate yourself. Now, when you come onto YouTube, I feel like You cannot go onto YouTube and be like, hi guys, I'm Johnny and we're gonna talk about Colgate mouthwash. Now, Colgate mouthwash is so organic. I'm gonna stop you there. Most Colgate mouthwash isn't organic. Probably isn't organic, any of them. So you just kind of fucked your life up right there. You got to educate yourself on what you're talking about, what subjects you're talking about, and even educate yourself on whatever you're doing. Like, a lot of people I've seen on YouTube blogging and just writing articles or writing statuses on Facebook will say something and then you're like, but that's not the truth. Now, I don't know if that's my Asperger's coming through, but you're like, that's not the truth, because the truth is da 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 da. I didn't say how I was successful on YouTube. See, you've probably just logged off right now, but stay, because I'm gonna tell you. So this is how I became successful on YouTube. So I did a series quite a while ago and it's no longer available to the public, but I did a series, it was called Drunk Dialers, where there was a practitioner, a therapist, who she didn't really know what she was doing. However, no one knew this, but you know, she did like a sort of ANA, Alcoholics Anonymous thing, where, you know, there was a group of guys and girls who came in, there was a big story, she had a twin sister, everything got really messy. However, I had to stop doing that, but I got successful off of YouTube because of that. I say that because I showcased that in a cinema or cinema type thing, showcasing my talent, and I became an author in an anthology, Black and Gay in the UK, and I am so happy about that. I'm so, like, every time I see the book on my bookcase, I'm just like, yep, that was because I did YouTube. If I never did YouTube, this opportunity would never have come to me. After that, after the showcasing of my Drunk Dialers and writing for the book, during the process of writing the book, I also got to write a short play that was presented by Team Angelica, and that was showcased at the Shepherd's Bush Theatre in London. Dreams are coming true. I didn't expect to, and I didn't push to go there. I was just doing me on YouTube. I wasn't pushing to go anywhere. I was pushing in my outside life off of camera to go places. It wasn't happening, but once people saw me on YouTube, they were like, yeah, this is how I became successful off of YouTube. Now, I have had some companies get to me as well also with sponsorship ideas or opportunities, and I've tested out products, and there is one product in particular that I will not name. However, I didn't take them up on the offer just because, and this is all of them, not just this one, but I've not taken them up on their offers just because I'm not going to tell you guys to buy something or try something or do something when I'm doing it and I'm quite resilient. No, if it's not working for me, I don't see it working for anybody. Sponsorships are very hard. I've never actually been sponsored on the channel purely because of my beliefs on stuff. Shit, if your chewing gum doesn't keep my breath smelling good for X amount of time after I've chewed it, I'm not going to try and sell it because it's not doing what I want personally. Passion. You have to have a passion of what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it. Now, clearly I do makeup on the channel, and also I've got the new series, I almost forgot the name of it, On the Couch. you've got to be really passionate about what you're doing, because if you're not, people are just gonna see straight through you. When I do my makeup, I do my makeup when I'm sick, tired, crusty. Even when I couldn't walk a few weeks ago actually, I still did makeup. You've got to be really passionate about what you're doing, because that comes across through on camera, and it comes across in your work as well. You may not be great at what you're doing, great in your mind, not great to anybody else. Fuck everybody else. Being successful on YouTube and being a successful YouTuber is all about you. It's not about anybody else. You've got to be passionate about what you're doing. If you're not, then chances are, if you want to be successful off of YouTube, as in off in real life, people are going to see through you. They're going to know you're not really passionate about what you're doing, so therefore why are we going to show this dude or dudette any sort of time? Why are we going to give them any camera light? Why are we going to accept them to be in an article? Why do we want them? Oh, I also got a gig for a magazine, but then the magazine fell through. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, that magazine no longer exists. Equipment. I was gonna see, when I talk about equipment, that doesn't really tell you much about how to be successful on YouTube or off YouTube, but I will say having a decent camera, you don't even have to have a decent camera. If you've got an iPhone or if you've got a decent HD camera, it doesn't even have to be HD. I remember I started out using my laptop when I was doing YouTube, because it was just something to do for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so yeah. But now I have a camera, I have lighting, sometimes I do green screens, and yeah, and also you've got to edit your videos. Now a lot of people on YouTube tend to use After Effects and see, I don't even know the names of these things, but maybe I will put them in the link below, in the description below, because I'm aware that people use them. But I use iMovie. I use iMovie for all of my videos that I edit. It is hard because there are certain techniques and things that I'd like to know how to do that would be so much easier to do on a different program, but I really just don't have the time to be learning a new program platform. I really don't. I work a full-time job, 5 days a week, 9 to 5, or shift work basically. Then I do makeup on weekends, and I also do face painting, and I also do childminding. I don't have the time to learn something new. Although I would suck it up like a sponge, I just don't actually have the time right now. Maybe if I stopped working altogether, did spit just fly out of my mouth? Maybe if I had time and stopped work altogether, I could teach myself how to learn a different program, but right now, I don't. But if you do have time, then I will say, learn all different platforms of editing software, because once you know them all, the better it is for you, depending on where you are, how you are. Just really be yourself and be really committed, and that is all I've got to say. I have been successful off of YouTube. I don't consider myself to be successful on YouTube. Depending on what you want is what you're gonna get. Last note, just like Jerry Springer, don't expect to be making money straight away. Am I making money? I'm not gonna tell you that. But don't come onto YouTube. Don't start a channel on YouTube and be like, yeah, I wanna be making money just like these YouTubers. I wanna be driving a Bentley. I wanna be driving this. I wanna be wearing this. Don't. You will be disappointed in the first few months if it doesn't fall out for you. Like Tanamon 2. She got really successful. How? I don't know. Is her name Hanamon 2? Whatever her name is. Ciao for now, Homo sapiens and Marbites, and I'll speak to you soon. Rogue Marby Scott.